Hello, Internet. It's time once again to read the Bible. Today we will be reading Genesis chapter 35, verse 1 to chapter 36, verse 43. Let's begin, shall we? Move on to Bethel now and settle there, God said to Jacob, and build an altar to worship me, God who appeared to you when you fled from your brother Esau. So Jacob instructed all those in his household to destroy the idols they had brought with them, and to wash them themselves, and to put on fresh clothing. For we are going to Bethel, he told them, and I will build an altar there to the God who answered my prayers in the day of my distress, and was with me on my journey. So they gave Jacob all their idols and their earnings, and he buried them beneath the oak tree near Shechem. Then they started on again. And the terror of God was upon all the cities they journeyed through, so that they were not attacked. Finally they arrived at Luz, also called Bethel, in Canaan. And Jacob erected an altar there and named it the altar of God who met me here at Bethel, because it was there at Bethel that God appeared to him when he was fleeing from Esau. They do love their names that are on the nose, don't they? Soon after this, Rebekah's old nurse Deborah died, and was buried beneath the oak tree in the valley below Bethel. And ever after it was called the Oak of Weeping. Upon Jacob's arrival at Bethel, en route to the Padan Aram, God appeared to him once again and blessed him. And God said to him, You shall no longer be called Jacob, grabber, but Israel, one who prevails with God. We covered that last time, but like I said, Old Testament can be a little repetitive sometimes because these were told audibly. So important details were repeated. But I digress. The Lord said to him, And I will cause you to be fertile and to multiply and become a great nation. Yes, many nations, many kings shall be among your descendants. And I will pass on to you the land I gave to Abraham and Isaac. Yes, I will give it to you and to your descendants. Afterward, Jacob built a stone pillar at the place God had appeared to him, and he poured wine over it as an offering of God, and then anointed the pillar with olive oil. Jacob named the spot Bethel, house of God, because God had spoken to him there. Names and names and names, they all go round and round. Leaving Bethel, he and his household traveled toward Ephrath, Bethlehem, as you might know it. But Rachel's pains of childbirth began while they were still a long way away. After a very hard delivery, the midwife finally exclaimed, Wonderful, another boy! And with Rachel's last breath, for she died, she gave him Ben-Oni, son of my sorrow. But his father called him Benjamin, son of my right hand. So Rachel died, and was buried near the road to Ephrath, as also called Bethlehem. And Jacob set up a monument of stones upon her grave, and it's there to this day, unless it's been blown up by a missile or something. Then Israel journeyed on and camped beyond the Tower of Eder. He was there, that Reuben slept with Bilhah, his father's concubine, and someone told Israel about it. Here are the names of the 12 sons of Jacob. The sons of Leah were Reuben, Jacob's oldest child, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun. The sons of Rachel are Joseph and Benjamin. The sons of Bilhah, Rachel's servant girl, were Dan and Naphtali. And the sons of Zilpah, Leah's servant girl, were Gad and Asher, all these born to him at Padaram. So Jacob came at last to Isaac, his father, at Mamre in Kiriath Arba, now called Hebron, where Abraham too had lived. Isaac died soon afterward at the ripe old age of 180 years old. And his sons Esau and Jacob buried him. I wish they would make up their minds whether they wanted to call him Jacob or Israel. Going back and forth messes with my brain. But anyway, here is a list of the descendants of Esau, also called Edom, which is the brother or uncle, whichever, the sons. They just said, the less important one. Getting my brain all. It's tired. It's a Saturday. I didn't really plan this out. Never mind. So Esau's kids. Esau married 3 local girls from Canaan. Ada, daughter of Elon the Hittite. Oholibamah. I'm sorry, that name broke me a little. Oholibamah. She could be president someday. Anyway, she was the daughter of Anna and granddaughter of Zibeon the Hivite. Next there was Basemath, his cousin. She was a daughter of Ishmael, the sister of Nabaioth. Nabaioth? I'm going to go with Nabaioth. And anyway, Esau and Ada had a son named Eliphaz. Esau and Basemath had a son named Reuel. And Esau and Oholibamah had sons named Jush. These names they're quite amusing, aren't they? Anyway, after Jush was Jalam and Korah. All these sons were born to Esau in the land of Canaan. Then Esau took his wives, children, household servants, cattle, and flocks, all the wealth he had gained in the land of Canaan, and moved away from his brother Jacob to Mount Seir, for there was not land enough to support them both because of all their cattle. Here are the names of Esau's descendants. The Edomites, born to him in Mount Seir, descended from his wife Ada, born to her son Eliphaz, were Timon, Omar, Zepho, Gatam, Kenaz, Amalek, born to Timnah, Eliphaz, a concubine, Eliphaz's concubine. Esau also had grandchildren from his wife Basma, born to her son Reuel. Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, Mizah. Pardon me.